I'm sure many people are familiar with this story arc where you start to scale, you start to grow, and you think you need big company experience within your startup. You hire certain types of people with certain type of experience. It doesn't always go well. I don't think it went as well as it could have at Copper. It changed the dynamic. The soul of the company was around the product experience, the integration with Google Workspace, and making it easy for small to medium sized businesses to sign up. Some of these folks came in and decided we needed to go after the enterprise and kind of change the DNA of the company, and it didn't quite work out. I went to Podium, which I really enjoyed, which was a local business CRM. And so I was there, and I'd always stayed in touch with board members and the new CEO after the founder left. And we stayed close, and I knew him well, and we chatted. And ultimately, the company plateaued a bit. And I think, in my opinion, what happened is the company turned from a product experience, and really the soul of our company was around the product experience and what we were doing in terms of innovation and all of that. And it turned into a sales and marketing company where we had that leadership at the time had said, well, we have product market fit. Let's just go scale sales and marketing, and went in to keep the lights on mode with the product. And it flattened out, and churn started to catch up, and churn started to outpace new business, which is a huge problem. And so the board and a few folks had asked me what I thought we needed to do, what I thought Copper needed to do. And so I told them, I gave them my opinion on one was figuring out an ideal customer to focus on. Being a generic horizontal CRM isn't going to work, especially with AI. And so I felt like finding the ideal customers to focus on based on how they're using the product, based on their NRR, based on certain metrics, and niche down and focus on that. And then second, to me, it was back to the roots of product innovation and experience, especially in a crowded space like CRM. If you're not innovating and keeping up and even getting ahead of where CRM is going to be, you're going to get passed up quickly. And so finding an ideal customer focus and innovating on the product was my pitch to them. And they said, well, why don't you come do it? And I said, I don't know. I don't know if that's something I want to do. And as I thought about it, I just thought I had unfinished business in CRM. I felt like I hadn't accomplished everything I wanted to. And I felt like the space still has a need for what Copper offers. And so ultimately, I decided to come back and help with this resetting the company's vision and taking us to where the next version of Copper will be.